the baby. She's so wonderful and great, marvelous, precious, and pretty and wonderful. Oh, she's giving me a kiss. I love that. No, I like her. She's so wonderful and great. Meow. Yeah, say hello to everybody, baby. Just hi.
One of these days you're going to see it because she follows the arrow of the mouse around. I think it would definitely be funny, but we don't have a hang of it yet. We will. She says, right now I want to bite my mama. She's dwarfed a bit. What I mean is she's smaller than usual. And but she's very unique. Whoops. I'll make sure to hide the nipple. Very modest here. Me personally, really, yes. I have Venus in Virgo.
A baby.
She's so cute. Sweetie, do you think it's going to rain tomorrow? What did you say? Oh, you're so wonderful and beautiful, precious, marvelous, great and pretty. She's extremely sensitive. I got myself here a healer cat, um, doing all the most bitchin' things. For me, my personality needs this kind of extreme. She does not use her nails. In fact, she gives cat massage, hugs, and kisses. See, very affectionate, and that's I need that big time. Right now, she's giving me a cat kiss, which it's it's not everybody's cup of tea, you know. She uses her teeth, and she does hug really hard with her paws, and she'll do a little thumping with her a tap a tap therapy with her, her back feet. She doesn't use her claws. She's the most beautiful feeling cat to me. She's very soft and extremely sensitive. I've been working with her. She has. I've been trying to tell you about it. See, the way that she'll you see the way she's doing. Like I don't know. I saw her shapeshift. Her eyes went into reptilian, slit eye. It's not wasn't a cat, and all cats have a slit eye. But I saw the difference, and I see mainly I felt the energy. It's weird. It's like, well, where did this cat come from? Was this? You know, it's like it's interesting. It's like it's an ongoing study here. So what I've been doing energetically, naturally, see, I'm a healer, and I think it's about converting things into humaneness here. Otherwise, you have the satanic programming there, and it can go inside of our domestic animals. See, Edgar Casey has stated one time that human domestic animals, the animals they have, will exhibit, like they'll be more human than other humans are. I mean, they will start becoming human. It's only because it will be seen more that they're more just advanced than some so-called humans. We're not talking about humans anymore. That's why. There's a non-human faction that's 92% now. It used to be 80%. If it was, I've talked about this before like this, if it was 7 out of 10 who were struggling with narcissism, really it's just the kind of mind that hasn't got a grip on reality yet. It's lacking the third witness party, and that's going on way too much. See, there's a lot of just complete and total. Something just fell out of a tree and hit something. There's a lot of complete and total unconsciousness. It's basically the living dead out there. It's a lonely place for somebody who's actually a human being, aware. See, that's what comes with being human, is that you have awareness. That's what love is. Love, awareness, God is roughly kind of talking about the same things. I wonder what's going on out there right now. I'm hearing, oh, I keep forgetting that it's easy to forget that there's some dumpsters that they put over there, and I moved closer to the creek area, and and they come and just slam this lid down. It's kind of interesting. I kind of watched, and sorry about this, I'm going everywhere. My cat just getting a little bit more aggressive. I have to watch, because, I'm wondering, well, I don't really know when she was born. I can tell you, though, if I start to see her agitate like crazy while this Mars is in Libra, it means she might have a lot more cancer than I thought. She might have been born in Cancer, or she has Cancer planets. Oh, yeah, there was something, I don't know, but so she has maybe a little bit of irritation right now with the Mars and Libra, and especially with the test of the ever uh, pending Saturn and Neptune conjunction. So I had a reason to make this video. I think in the original intention here. It's just that my cat, she can tend to. I want to give her all the attention that I should give her. Otherwise, she'll scratch my eyeballs out. I swear, I've been working. She's been working with me. She would like me to be all I can be, and she knows that it's certainly not this. It's really not. I'm actually a very, very physical person that I feel like it's time to do a major project, like build something or, yeah, get something done like that. For some reason, building a home I thought was on the list of things to do. Why? Because I did that in my last lifetime. Well, I'm the one that built this place that I'm in, and I made a video that I'm going to dare put it up, and if I do put it up, it's the one where I'm laying in my bed, and I'm talking to you, and I have the same shirt on. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with that video. I'm probably just going to exit out, but have the vocals on it, because I don't really like the angle of it. It's kind of revealing, like I said in the beginning here. I'm actually kind of a modest person. A lot of people will project on me thinking that I'm like maybe promiscuous and somebody who takes advantage of my hot looks and stuff and controls men or something like that. It's like, no, but if it's necessary, that game comes up, is like, who has control? Babes, women are the leaders here. You can get a better status if you obey the natural order of things that are here. Some people know the truth that, okay, so the woman, she embodies the Holy Spirit. I don't like that word, like the Holy Ghost, because it's like, oh God, okay, so she's ghosted now. Cool. Couldn't even give her an extra, you saved it 10% for who? Women own the earth and the universe. It's hers. The uterus, yeah, universe. Not that that means anything, but hey, how do you like those videos that I'm going to be making? I'm making sure to space them out, and this video might go on. See, this is the 16th, and it's just going to be a random video that people can watch and see my demeanor. But this is actually, you're watching it probably in September. There's a video coming up that I put up a year ago in September here. It will be to air this year now, because I put it up last year, but it's scheduled to air this year in September. And I have to watch it again and make sure I edit it and find out what the hell I said. Usually a lot of times, because I channel and I know how to do good material music-wise, I just did a performance with the same shirt doing music, and I've repeated some songs, and I have no problem repeating them to you at least 300,000 times, easily. And each time I go down the path, it's kind of like you improvise just a little bit. It's never the same, by the way. You can never really play the same piece twice the same, but you can get really close to the point where you can't tell, but you can tell. A good musician can tell. And that's why they would say, no, you can never play the same piece twice, exactamundo. But you can get so close that other people's ear, the average ears, will never be able to tell. They'll drop their jaw and say it sounded exactly like. If you're a good musician, you can emulate. You're playing by ear, first of all. Otherwise, you're kind of faking it. The people that read music, it's fucking fascinating. Some of them cannot line up the sound to a melody in their heads. They can't sing and then play a melody without the book and start making up their own song. Those aren't musicians. It's the same to say, really, I would like to start opening this up to you if I can. That reality is the same as music in that it's not written down first. Sorry, you Bible people that talk about God, the word. Shame on you. Shame on you. You're saying Antichrist is the one that has vibrated everything into existence. No, sound is. It's sound. It's different than the word. Although we appreciate your effort, there is something about the English alphabet you need to know. It's an interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space. That it's not a coinky dinky that the global population, almost had to learn it. I mean, they were attracted to learning it for some reason. It's because there is technological advances hooked up to it. Really, you are a technology, and that is a technology too. See, you are software, and that's an interfacing system. It's very, very bitchin' if you really knew what I was trying to talk about with it after the fucking 350th fucking video, man. One of these days, you're gonna see what I mean. One of these days, it's just gonna click in. The right audience is gonna come here and start saying kabloop chablop, and they might say, "Look at this video" or something like that. Because I don't really it's false to say that I don't copy people, because here's the thing, is that there's nothing new under the sun. It's already there. You just have to discover it, and same are the ultimate infinite kind of versions of yourselves too, right? It's all there. You just have to dip into the possibility and just assume it. Just assume it. The law of assumption, I guess, right? I've heard about that. And I'm having to kind of relearn all of this after a horrible bout with Neptune, and you can call Uranus and Saturn going over my moon at one point. I had to do that a couple of years ago, and not fun. And I'm pretty fucking tough though, I guess. I have my cat right now going crazy. It's because that I have good energy. I'm feeling good, and she's feeling good. She has to spend energy. She's so beautiful and young, and she's a cat, and she wants to play. I should have something that I'm playing with her with here. I don't know where her lid is. Otherwise, we play fetch. Remember, she might play fetch with this. Come on, babe, let's play fetch. Actually, she told me that she was a dog in her last lifetime. She's not bringing a mouse back. Anyway, it's this lid that she'll do it with me, but I don't have it right now. Anyway, thanks for listening to this. I'm actually, again, I'm trying to do the right thing for me. There's a life that's going on that I need to pay attention to, and the problem with having the wrong people in your life, the wrong people are like this. They don't really have anything that communicates into your life. Now, the standard, wrong person, some people are just like this naturally. They have a one-sided conversation, and they will never speak into your life. Can't be interested in who you are. This is the truth about your favorite subject matter, narcissism. Now, I'm talking about the malignant cases. And here's the thing, is they're malignant. They're stuck on this. They can't see that that they see it wrongly, and then they feed back to people a grandiose version, and it's like, Okay, so how many people buy that around you? Actually, you buy it. You're coaxing your friends around or something. Narcissists have a lot of friends, a lot of alliances. I was learning about that, the dark triad thing. It's in conjunction. There's Machiavellian, and then psychopathy, and then narcissism that creates this. And the Machiavellian is on top, and I guess narcissism like this, but that creates the dark triad, is what I've heard. Triad to me, though, just means third party addition. And yeah, they don't like reality. That it's like you can't include reality in. That means that we see the truth about the truth, and especially about me. They have to lock you into it. It's fascinating to know that their main way is to take over the communications. And there's where it's possible to realize that it's like they don't have a real communication. Again, they're not talking from a place of experiencing the truth and reality very rationally. And surprisingly, they can be people that own shops and work jobs every day. They can do a career of some occupation forever. They just memorize things and obey, and the money is where it's at for them. They love, well, now you want to talk about being comfortable, see, money shouldn't put you in a fucking trap. In fact, see, this is the thing that I hope I can keep bringing this up to you guys so you can make a breakthrough. The leading edge of what I am going to keep making it bleed into my work and my messages here, the reason why we communicate in the first place. But see, sorry, I completely lost my train. It's kind of irritating me. I'm sorry if it irritated you just as much. I'm sorry about that. It's the trouble with being a channel. You have to be kind of disciplined and realize what's happening in the first place, and then you set time aside, and you don't practice distraction. You don't distract yourself. You need to understand that if you really want to convey a subject matter that will start to gain confluence with other people. So now I'm coming back to my subject matter, which is sorry about that. See, I'm under a lot of influences, not just in a physical realm, babes. I've been handling interdimensional reality that a lot of you folks here might be interested. That it's kind of in the paranormal, and I've if you want to know about fighting demons, well, it comes at the same time as you realizing where your real life is. See, there's something on this plane that does not want you to know how simple it is. They don't want you to know the power of your breath, right? And being present and starting to meditate on your where your real life is. See, I'm saying it like that because a lot of people, they don't really experience a life until they start accumulating a memory. Can you fucking imagine that? A lot of people are saying, yeah, but of course, but no. See, your memory is your ego. It's who you are. You accumulate something that hopefully somebody is there having an experience. And the narcissist remembers all of the terrible things, and they can't escape that kind of thing because it's based in trauma, and so they are known as time travelers. What's happening is that they live in memory. They're not on your same timeline. You are maybe living in the now, and you know the difference between the mind and reality, and you don't have a problem with setting it aside and being present with, maybe you have kids or something, maybe you have animals, so women can't really space out like men are susceptible to spacing out. That's their handicap. The man has a handicap called the mind. See, a woman can see. Now I'm getting into this fucking man and woman subject matter, and I don't like it. I have recently sound biased. There's one thing I put up that it sounds biased, but it's really not. See, the superior one is love here, the human accomplishment. The inferior one, the fucking one that we complain about, the narcissist, is superiorly inferior. I mean, they have a superior inferiority complex. That's the main reason why they act so superior. And it's not confidence. You know, a lot of narcissists will mistake this subject matter and take it on and accuse just plain old confident people who know who they are. Malignant cases, really, really weird fucking people. I don't know. It's just weird to me. If you don't have any emotional investment of anything, and you don't have any ties, it's just interesting thing to go, shit, do you see how that person is totally disingenuous? They cannot really follow your conversation the way that you look into people. They can't look into you like you are looking into them and wanting to make a connection. They're not. They drift around. And pretty soon you realize this person does not mean me well at all. They mimic human responses. So they'll kind of do the right thing. They want to get close. If they want to get close to you, they'll start to mimic good, kind human behavior. But they're not really human. But they mimic it. Yeah, it's like they look the same all the time, and it's always like perfectly a dolly. All the time. It's a trip. And so anyway, gotta get some sleep. This is why you don't want to be distracted by people that waste your time as so-called friends that really can't have the capacity to be your friend because they're not even interested in you. Because if they were, they would have a fucking conversation about the stuff that you're doing. You have an interest beyond the obvious. I have been experiencing the pain that it is to be a deep person. I admit, I'm pretty sure I'm a deep person. Astrology points at it. If you want to look at how somebody's handling the depths of this realm, the life of things, there can be very much many levels of this shit. I was trying to tell you about how I've gone through understanding why that you will experience a demonic attack from another dimension. Literally, it's first of all, it's because you're really powerful. You're chosen, probably the chosen. We call that what it is you're activating, and that's not good for the reality of what could and may might be happening around here. A lot of people don't really even question, not even one bit. But it's as good as every science fiction film put together, as far as how interesting it really is, and because we're talking about like the Matrix when they show that your energy is being used by entities otherwise unless you wake the fuck up and then you disconnect over it, you see. I guess nobody is free from parasitical attack, I guess. And also like our bodies carry a whole other world of stuff that we have healthy parasites that we need and they're fighting each other and it's just what's happening and welcome to another whole universe called human, I guess. And why I get so awkward and also prudish is my Venus in Virgo, is what I was trying to talk to you about earlier about my chart and how, well, I've heard from a lot of astrologers, they say, Aries rising, Aries is this and that, reckless and something like that, but except for if they have Venus in Virgo. Now you have a kind of zeroed in fucking machine that says, I love getting into the delicacies of such that only I can handle with tweezers and be more on the sensitive side like a good scientist or like an analyst. Yeah? They analyze and stay in contact with how to work things to perfection. And that's why they can be kind of prudish, because they do know that there's a right and wrong thing to do things. And they are handling medicines. Yeah, Virgo needs to be realized. We will be looking into it with the Virgo new moon. There's 2 new moons in Virgo, and that's technically a blue moon. It's not necessarily happening in the same month that there's a new moon or full moon event. It's actually happening in the same sign, and that's an astrological blue moon, basically. So the content matter that Virgo points at is a big rulership, health, our health issues, not necessarily issues, cures, and implementing a style of living that keeps you healthy, and at cleaning out and purging. Also, it involves purging and getting rid of things, cleaning, any kind of cleaning, looking into details of things, and making sure that it's all working right and keeping it healthy. They're very smart people, smart as firecracking whips, man, I'm telling you. And kind of like the Gemini, but they don't have any. The Gemini doesn't have much on Virgo. No, that's their lesson in life. If they ever pay attention, Geminis are so fucking weird. I admit, I have a Venus in Virgo that it squares the later degree Gemini, and it's a clash in tastes if you have a Venus square Venus or something like that. But it's a clash in taste in general if you have a square like that. There's just angles that it's called the squares. There's three groups of 4 that create squares, and that's your 12 signs that are pointing at the evolution of human consciousness from the awakening of the individual to the very awakening of the whole entire organism, that says the universe is human, we are one with the universe. What part of one do you not understand? It's really simple. And there's also a decoding system. The equations found in the English language, when you start capitalizing the vowels, it's starting to expose the non-physical operations of things, where energy is moving and going to and fro. It's showing you how, it's really showing you how that it's the universe operates. So you should operate like this too. Why? Because you want to stay in abundance, right? You don't want to fall where they are able to take that one spectrum away and the universal wave, therefore, the natural way that things work, like to make this breakthrough, like what I was talking about, so that you can see that when you let go, now your hands are empty. What do you want? You can have anything. See, once you drop the illusion of ownership, that you can have anything to do with your even owning your body, then you're liberated to have it all to the maximum. Congratulations, did you put your fucking human spacesuit on and make it into outer space, which is reality? But I was about to say, that if you meet somebody who genuinely likes you for your full round who you are, that you start out your relationship kind of like that, you cannot seem to stop talking with each other and loving every bit of how they sound and what they're going to come up with. And you just keep talking with each other because you're pinging back and forth your interests, your understanding, the latest, and you spend hours doing that effortlessly. Being an astrologer and what I can see the seasons, what's going on with this Neptune Saturn, how it's going to go kiss Pisces one more time, pretty much kiss the control system goodbye. Why? Well, if you weren't convinced everything that the system has you doing has a hidden agenda behind it. It is actually an experiment that it's not necessarily good for you. You might be misled about that. You need to be very careful of everything. More and more people are going to start talking, and you're going to hear it more and more. You are going to have an experience of it more and more. You're just going to be hands down to be like this. Wait a minute. No, this is wrong for me. I'm getting worse. Why did I trust that doctor? Why did I trust that beverage? Why did I trust any of this? The one thing for sure that you can trust is yourself. And if you haven't learned it in this lifetime, you will have it. It's not about lifetimes, babes. It's about awareness, which is experiencing lifetimes if it gets more and more aware. You see, a meditator just sheds bodies like nothing. It's like, oh, time to leave. It's gotten too diseased and boring, and I don't want anything to do with that, really, right? But when you get to that caliber, babes, it's not like that. Some meditators, babes, there's this one in Tibet. You don't know these people that live way up in the mountains. There's a lot of fighting around it because there's a vortex and evil, and no military can penetrate it. Not really. And deep inside of those mountains, there's rumors that people live to 300 years old. Yeah, and so there was this one thing where they love the statue. They encased this man who just went into meditation. He's like, well, I'm going to leave now. They technically say that they're like, no, he's actually still there. There's a vital sign there. But he hasn't moved in like fucking 10 years, and it's almost looking like rigor mortis. But no, those people know. They're like, no, okay, he fell into deeper meditation. Let's just encase him in ceramic and gold and turquoise and all of this stuff, and let's set him in the temple over there. He's very successful, and let's sit with him.